Gambian women are free to choose. A community-based organization held a press conference on Friday at a local hotel in Kololi, calling for the repeal of the ban on female genital mutilation and an end to external pressure on the Gambia to maintain the ban. The press conference aimed to redirect the attention of National Assembly members to claims made by anti-FGM activists about the alleged life-threatening harms of female circumcision as practiced in the Gambia and the supposed sexual oppression or subjugation of women through this practice. The organization also raised concerns about what they called the undue influence of Western donors, UN agencies and other external organizations, as well as the actions of certain National Assembly members regarding the Women's Amendment Bill 2023. Phobia Sia Ahmado, the founder of the organization, reaffirmed their support of the repeal of the female circumcision ban and expressed worry about interference of outside countries.
As an independent, free member of the African Union, as well as the right of Gambian citizens, especially women, to choose how they are governed. In essence, it's our position that this undue influence and questionable interference, however well intended, from donor countries and Western NGOs directly and indirectly pressuring National Assembly members goes against the Constitution of the Gambia, the sovereignty of this country, and the duty of the government to represent and serve its people. Second objective is to call the National Assembly members' attention back to what should be at issue here, which is the evidence base, or what I would say the lack thereof, regarding assumptions and allegations made by anti-FGM activists about the supposed life-threatening harms of female circumcision as practiced in the Gambia, and the supposed sexual oppression or subjugation of women through this practice. And this is very disturbing because there are real issues that are affecting Gambian women: maternal mortality, right? Teenage pregnancy, a lot of issues that are affecting Gambian women, and the exaggeration of the health risks and outcomes for women with female circumcision really, I think, in a sense, takes away attention from the problems that women are suffering from here in the Gambia.
Sia Ahmado alleged that Jaha Dukure is backed by powerful donor countries such as the US and the UK to influence the deliberation and decision-making processes of democratically elected National Assembly members of the Gambia in favor of the upholding an unpopular ban on female circumcision.
With National Assembly members, as Honorable Jiba would know, and the political disenfranchisement of the majority of Gambian women with respect to the Women's Act Amendment 2023. For several months, as I indicated in the press conference announcement, we have watched with increasing concern the behind-the-scenes maneuverings of Western-created, I'm going to repeat that, Western NGO-created and financed anti-FGM activists, such as Jaha Dukure, and I name her for a very specific reason. Normally, I would never do that, but I will make it clear in a moment why I name Jaha Dukure. But it's very important to know that her story, as far as I know, is fraudulent, and yet she's put forward as a representation, as somebody who is representative of Gambian women and the experience of Gambian women. And I will go ahead and explain to you why it is I'm saying that her story is completely fraudulent. It was made up by herself and the NGO that she was working with, which is called Equality Now in New York. So, people like Jaha Dukure are backed by powerful donor countries such as the US and the UK to influence the deliberations and decision-making processes of democratically elected National Assembly members of the Republic of the Gambia in favor of upholding a ban on female circumcision, which is very unpopular. So we're calling attention to the Gambian public and international community, once again, as I mentioned, to the 3 press releases that we have issued over the past year, reasserting our support for the repeal of the female circumcision ban, and expressing our deep concerns about the interference of outside countries.
She further stated that she have conducted several interviews where she asked activists to show her evidence that women and girls are dying from female circumcision, but no such evidence have been presented to her.
Back to the press, the mainstream press, the local African media, to suppress research and important facts, scientific and medical evidence that contradict the FGM meta-narrative. That is what activists say all the time about FGM. Muslim women, and the vast majority of affected women, that is circumcised women, in the Gambia, their experiences, or I should say our experiences, do not fit this stereotype of mutilation. And the continual use of this term female genital mutilation, just the term itself, because it's the thing is that it continues to be repeated in the media, mutilation, mutilation, mutilation. And so the impression is that women are being destroyed, sexually destroyed, that women are being harmed, that women are dying. I have done several interviews in the past where I have asked activists to show me where the evidence is that women and girls are dying of female circumcision, and it has never been presented, right? So there's a term that I use, which is called FGM gaslighting. This is telling African women lies about our own bodies, lies about our sexuality, lies about our, excuse me for being graphic, but our genitalia. For instance, when they say, oh, the entire clitoris is removed from a woman, there is no female circumcision procedure in the world where the entire clitoris of a woman is removed. You would kill a woman or a girl if that should happen.
Our Drame, a member of the association, called on National Assembly members to support their dean and repeal the ban on female genital mutilation in the Gambia.
Wato ye ka fo ko bilit min fanan kaga ha minu ka fo ko ni muso tata nyaka to na wulo yoro ka bon akumo nyom faniyata kerin hani faniyat wa tije fam muna yoro min ka bo muso la akabu muso la nyaka to tadula fo ngol to wala fa ka bonan dinkira dolto nyaka to tadula ni yoro le bodla fo man kiliya bari ñen be mu fenade mi yaran ko ka fayne ko harbul bari wala be ko ñin ko ma to nyama pare ka tama ko ñin ko bari tol kam bulo le kileki minna wala mun niñim banko kumbota banko misiri mol kumbota dibiteli kumbota tolle tola de albe baluri wo alta baluri wo alalo nin kumbota tolle tola nin jereta tolle tomal andu nim misiri mol ma yamfa arki man nalbe kiti la karun tolla arki je bar marki je nyinka pura len nadino kel woton tolen sembo min di wala mun nadinoti woto dibite jamano bitere be nyim dibite bonko no misiri mol yake je misiri mol kumbote tole ibalu to e banon misiri mol na danko be sembe tan tola notanna because min na lunta wayata min dara ko mo ko nyaay ko kodole be je kamin din to misiri mol masuto min be kodo dilan tolla barin sembo mo alalati woto nim fanal data yen to yen na hakoto man na hako sorono woto ndol fanal sembe tan na notanna be mbulola la alal mo yen kumbani banko ka alama alaye buruka kodo mi yaron ko yaadi tela pour yaadi pour en to la dino kirala jane yen na hormo tinya janto yen na yati nyaja alama wo kodo alama ale bisindi fo alama kele fo jara lati wo kodo nyenna woto sembe tan na notan nan to be mbulo chodi la min wala mun na député mbe na député hani kabi njikita ko iben fere ning adre be tonya nyino la kato majority min fo ngamra sam be nyana bulo nyu majority be aji ko 95% abe kata nya kato le dantan do mandi wala kata fi do mandi na mala be kata auto min kata majority min kata yebule yeta min bu kata yi wala fonal bule kanata moma modi stop ke kino bi jere mi yalo kaka musufula futu do kata do bu kata bari bu ka kuye bu ka sonka so mona na bi minu kata kalbe cross la wol ni ra tanya to min bu kata li wol bule firi.
The organization, formed in 2016, aims to protect the basic human rights of women and girls in the Gambia, including bodily autonomy, gender equality, religious freedom, and cultural expression, as guaranteed under the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia. Reporting for Kirfatu, I am Ramatulai Jao.